Hi, so I want to tell you all a little bit more about the course that you registered for. So this video is going to be for Introduction to Anthropology. And really what this course will do is give you like this general overview of this really fascinating branch of social science that is dedicated to understanding the diversity of the human experience really all across the world. Now, over the years, what's interesting is that, anthropology has integrated both STEM and humanistic approaches to not just the study of humanity, though, but to solving like real world problems. And in my opinion, this is something that gives anthropology like its edge and really kind of makes it one of the more unique and relevant disciplines that is offered in academia today. Now, the way my course is organized really kind of mirrors what we call this traditional so-called four-field structure of the discipline. So you'll be introduced to what anthropology is. That's our starting point. And this is going to be followed by an overview of the four main specialties in the discipline. So we'll begin with biological, sometimes called physical anthropology, really the study of our biological makeup. We'll pivot the following unit to linguistic anthropology, which is the study of human language, really fascinating. We'll talk a little bit about archaeology after that, which is the study of past societies, and that's the specialty that, like academically that I've been trained in. And we'll wrap up with cultural anthropology, which really is, the study of present day people. And I have a lot of interest in that today myself. So I think of these four subfields as specialties, and each specialty is like a facet of a diamond, a facet of a diamond of what it means to be human. And together they form a whole, like this whole story of humanity. It's a story that uncovers things like our biological origins and development. It covers the complexity of human language, what ancient societies were like and how we know it. And it also talks about how people over the planet, understand the world around them. Now, you're watching this video, of course, because you've opted for an asynchronous section of Intro to Anthropology. I am a forever learner, myself, and I often, take classes just for my own like expansion and enjoyment. And I personally also love taking, asynchronous classes. And I love it because it can give us the flexibility to complete coursework really from anywhere that you are in the world because there are no live meeting times. So you can get your work done like bit by bit on a schedule that works for you. Now, that being said, I have to say that it is so key for online courses, as you probably know if you've taken them before, that you dedicate, like proper time for learning and completing assignments. If you're like a visual learner like myself, sometimes it can be really helpful to actually like have a printout of like a grid for your weekly schedule and literally like pencil in and block out time for when you're going to work through modules, when you're going to complete assignments, etc. So I have a template uploaded for you on your course website, and it's titled Design Your Learning Schedule. So you might want to check that out. Now, each week this semester is actually going to address a different topic. And I've done my best to specially format this for what I hope is going to be an enriching, but also a self-guided asynchronous learning experience. So each module you'll see has kind of like this expert curated mini digital library of resources that, I think, do their best to convey the scope and depth of each topic that we're going to talk about. So just to give you like a sampling of what to expect in these modules, you'll be able to screen some of my original audio visuals. I'll also link you to key textbook chapter readings. I'll link you to open source professional readings. And these are kind of cool because they give you a sense of like current thinking, cutting edge thinking in the field. I'm going to link you to some relevant news so you can kind of see how maybe anthropological thinking has been applied in the real world. We're going to be able to screen some ethnographic films, really helpful for putting cultures in context. I have TED Talks for us to look at, some documentaries, and also what I think is really cool is you'll be able to screen some interviews with real anthropologists. Also throughout the semester, you'll see that I hold space for you in terms of, giving you the space for both individual reflection and peer interaction. So it's kind of like a nice balance of a lot of different things. Now, I do recommend viewing each weekly module early in the week, preferably maybe Sunday or Monday, so that you can gauge how you want to kind of allocate your time and meet the deadlines that you have to meet to get your work done. Now, I hope that you accept the invitation to go as deep as you can with the range of materials that I've provided for you. But at minimum, this is maybe what I would recommend. So at minimum, make sure that you're looking at whatever recordings I put out. So any original audio visuals that I publish, I would say that that would be paramount. But equally as important would be looking at any reading assignments in terms of textbook chapters, and of course, completing any graded assignments. Also a great idea to take good notes as you work through these materials on your own, again, as you would with really any kind of college level class. And lastly, as we're settling into the first week of class, give yourself a little bit of time to explore the layout of our course website and get a sense of the content that's available for you. Definitely look over the syllabus so you can see in detail how the class will operate. And then after that, maybe you'll have time to work your way through the first module. Although the course is asynchronous, I want you to know that I'll be available via email this semester if you need any assistance at all. And you'll be able to find my email address at the top of the syllabus document. Okay, so welcome to class, everybody. My warmest welcome, and I really look forward to working with each and every one of you. Bye-bye.